Where's my phone? Sorry. God.
Another Sunnah Followers exclusive, Not One of Us, written by Sheikh Muhammad S. Adli, broken down and brought to you by host Layla Nashiba. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Join us for this exciting new series on the Caliphate of Abu Bakr.
Assalamu alaikum. Join us for the new series here at Sunnahfollowers on the book called Termites by Sheikh Muhammad S. Adli, hosted and broken down by Layla Nashiba. Please join us every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Alhamdulillah, wassalat, wassalam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to our Hadith class series. And tonight we'll be discussing two Hadiths from two different books. The first Hadith is from the book entitled Not One of Us. Not One of Us. And the Hadiths that are put together in this book are hadiths that Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli chose, which serve as reminders. Things will end up falling in the category. Wait a minute, that connection is unstable. I know. Cat. Can y'all see me? Okay. These are things that if we do them, they can end up making us, they can compromise our iman. It doesn't mean that if you do these actions, you're a non-believer. No. What it means is these are actions that can compromise your iman. And also the second hadith will be from the book entitled Beware. And it's the same as this book. Whereas if you do these actions, again, your iman can be compromised. So let's take a look at the two hadiths for tonight. Let me share my screen. Okay. And the first book is termites. I mean, I said not one of us. This is termites, not one of us. And when the Sheikh Adley refers to these actions as being like termites, what he means is these are things, actions that can eat away at your faith. These are things that we do and are not aware of how great an impact they are, because they can eat away at our faith. And just like a termite can eat away at the foundation of your heart, your house, and cause it to fall in, the same thing with our iman. We have to keep our iman nourished and cared for properly to make sure that we're not doing actions that can eat away at it. So let's take a look at the hadith for tonight. And this hadith goes hand in hand with what we spoke about earlier today. It's addressing the qadr, or the decree of Allah. This hadith is narrated by Ibn ad-Daylami. He said he approached Ubay ibn Ka'b and he said to him, I am a little bit confused about the decree of Allah. So tell me something that may cause the doubt to be removed from my heart about it. And this is something that a lot of us as Muslims struggle with. You know, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in an authentic hadith that every nation has its fire worshipers. And the fire worshipers of this nation are those people who deny the qadr of Allah. This is something that was very difficult for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to get the Muslims to understand that everything that happens was already written to happen. Just like a lot of you struggle with this hadith. You'll say, oh, well, since it's already determined who's going to be in paradise, and since it's already determined who's going to be in hell, what's the use? What's the use? Because Allah already made me to go to hell. No, first of all, Allah didn't make that. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's take a look at this hadith. So this companion asked Ubay, he said, I'm confused. I don't understand how the decree of Allah works. So tell me something that can cause me to not doubt it, not question it. And Ubay told him, he said, well, if Allah punishes the people of his heavens and the people of the earth, he would not be unjust in doing so. And if Allah shows mercy to the people of the heavens and the people of earth, his mercy will be greater than any bad deeds that they could have done to bring about his punishment. He said, if you were to spend money to equal the size of the mountain of Uhud in the way of Allah, Allah would not accept it from you until you believe in his decree and realize that whatever affects you would not have missed you, and whatever misses you would not have happened to you. And if you died on a belief system other than Islam, you will enter hellfire. So when he told Ibn ad-Daylami this, he said he then went to Ibn Masud and asked Ibn Masud the same question. And Ibn Masud gave him the same answer. And then he went to Ibn al-Yaman. And also he went to Zayd ibn Thabit. And they too told him the same thing, to try to help him to understand the qadr of Allah. And again, a lot of us struggle with this. We have to understand, guys, even if you don't, even if it's beyond your ability to comprehend something, we still have to accept it, whether we understand why or not. To deny any of the articles of faith takes you out of Islam. So just because you don't understand how the qadr of Allah works, you can't say that you don't believe in it. If you say you don't believe in it, that means you're not a believer. You're not a Muslim until you believe everything that Allah has commanded us to believe. And again, that humans struggle with. A lot of most people think that they can change their destiny. You cannot change your destiny. You cannot change the stars. You know, this is something that the Vikings used to believe. They could change the stars. No, it's already written. As I told you guys when I did the series on the prophets of Allah, I did the story of Adam, alayhi salam. And the prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, told us that when Allah created Adam, after Allah breathed the soul into Adam, what's the first thing Allah did after that? He ran his hand, his right hand, across the back of Adam. And he said, and when after he ran his hand across the back of Adam, a bunch of souls appeared. Adam said, "What is this?" And Allah said, "These are the souls of your offspring who will be of paradise." And then Allah ran his left hand across the back of Adam, and more souls appeared. And Adam said, "Oh Allah, what's that?" He said, "These are the souls of your descendants that are destined to hell." When Allah did that, Allah didn't create those souls and say, "I'm creating you for hell. I'm creating you for paradise." It's just that after creating the souls, by Allah having knowledge of everything, he already knew that these humans on the right, when I take these souls and put them in bodies, these people will end up doing the deeds that are pleasing to me. So I have already chosen to forgive them and allow them in the paradise. And when he created the souls on the left-hand side, he already knew, due to his super knowledge, that those souls, when he puts them in bodies, they will grow up and do the opposite of what Allah commanded. So he'd already decided at that point that they will be in hell. But the catch is, Allah didn't choose that. He didn't choose that that person's going to paradise. He didn't choose that that person's going to hell. That person made their own choice. Because Allah, when he created the souls, he gave the souls something. Because after he created the souls of all mankind that will ever exist, that's when Allah went to the rest of his creation. He said to the sun, after he created it, he said to the mountains, to the moon, "I will give you free will. Do you want it?" The sun, the moon, the mountains, the earth, they refused it. And then when Allah created the animals and the birds, the bees, their souls, because those creatures have souls too. When he created the souls of all those insects, animals, he asked them, "Do y'all want me to give you free will?" They denied it. But when he created the jinn accepted it. And man, when after Allah created the souls of all the humans that will ever live from now to the end of time, he offered them the same thing. "Do you want free will?" The humans took it on. Because man, the souls of humans, we're ignorant by nature. Those animals knew what they were taking on. They knew that they would have been taking on the ability to make their own choices. And with the ability to make your own choice comes the consequence of hell. But man is arrogant. Man wants to be superior. So those souls that Allah created after he breathed the soul of Adam and him, they agreed to free choice. After they made the choice of free choice, Allah then knew what each and every one of those souls would do when he put them in a body. He knew every decision each one of those souls would make, every action that each one of those souls would do. He knew who would mess up and who would repent. And he said, I'll forgive the one who's sincere and repents. And he knew which ones would mess up and not repent. And they're the ones that's going to be in the hellfire. He knew which one of those souls would submit to him and be Muslim. So he already had decreed that person to be a paradise. And he knew which of those souls would not submit to him and would follow Shaitan. So he decreed that they will be in hell. So that's what it means. Allah didn't make that choice. We made it for ourselves. It's just that he knew. He knew before he even put your soul or my soul in our body. He knew what our choices would be. So we don't blame it on Allah. On the day of judgment, when we all as humans and jinn have to stand and be judged, no human or jinn will be able to blame Shaitan for the choices they made. Shaitan's going to tell you, all I could do was whisper, you chose to follow me. Nor can we blame Allah. We can't look and say, Allah, it's your fault that I did what the things I did because you decreed it. Allah will instead look at us and say, no. I decreed that the result of your choices is hell, or the result of your choices is paradise. I didn't make the choice. All I did is create the circumstances because I'm the creator. I created the circumstances. I created the scenario. But you chose to take whatever direction you took in life. And I knew that you was going to take it. So I wrote in my book, after I created your soul, I wrote in my book that you're going to hell because I'm Allah. And I knew even before you did it. But don't blame me. Allah will say, blame yourself. Y'all get that? That's the way destiny works. So it's already written. The book is sealed. When after Allah ran his hand across the back of Adam and released all and created all those souls, Allah knew each and every one of those souls, what they would be named, how they will live their life, the choices they make. And so he had the pen right, well, that soul be in heaven, that soul in hell. But we can't blame it on him. Blame yourself. Everybody got it? That's the qadr of Allah. So let's look at this hadith more. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said there are three types of people whom Allah will not accept from on the day of judgment. He will not accept their voluntary deeds, nor will he accept their optional deeds. And one of those people is a person who is undutiful to his parents. And another one is a person who denies the qadr of Allah. So the way I explained, this is how the qadr of Allah works. We have to accept that. Allah is the creator. He creates good and he creates evil. Everything comes from him. He sets the environment. He creates the scenarios. He's the mastermind behind everything. But he doesn't make that choice for you. You make your own choices. Some of us will choose, alhamdulillah, to call upon Allah for help. And Allah loves that. He loves for us to find ourselves faced with his predicament. He loves for us to be in the predicament that he created. He loves for us to look at the predicament, feel helpless, and raise our hands and say, "Oh Allah, help me." That's when he will intervene. Do you guys understand? Allah is the creator. He creates all the circumstances, the scenarios, the environment, and he puts you in it. And he waits to see what you're going to do, although he already knew. He already knew what you're going to do when he made that soul. But because he saw it all play out then. He does that, and he does not interfere with what your choice is. You make your own choice. The only time he'll interfere with your choice is if you say, "Allah, help me." That makes him, whew. And that's when he may interfere and help you. Other than that, you make your own. I hope I'm clear with this. Okay? That's why I was telling the sister the other day, Allah commands us in the Quran. This is a command from him, an order. He says, "Call upon me when you need help. Ask me for help." He doesn't say, ask somebody else for help. Allah doesn't tell us in the Quran to go ask people to make dua for us. There's no verse where he says, go to the people and call upon the people for help. No, he says, call upon me. I am closer to you than your jugular vein. I already know what your choice is going to be. But remember, pride is Allah's cloak. Arrogance is his garment. He loves for us to say, "Allah, I need you." Okay? So make your own dua. Make your own supplication. That's what he's waiting on. Well, he already knew if he's going to do it or not. Okay? That's what determines where you're going to be at. How often did you call upon Allah in your life? How often did you turn to Allah for guidance in your life? How often did you remember Allah in your life? That determines whether you're going to be in paradise or hell. So I hope this is clear. So this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hadith. Again, believing in predestiny. This is one of the pillars of faith, to deny Allah's knowledge, to deny his writing, his book, to deny his manifestation will spoil all your good deeds. That means you'll end up that bankrupt man. And that's why the prophet said, if Allah punishes the people of paradise and the earth, he did it because they deserved it. If he shows mercy to them, then his mercy to them is greater than any deed that they did. If you spin in the way of Allah, even the amount of a mountain, Allah is not going to accept it from you until you believe in him and believe in everything he commanded us to believe in. And we have to understand that whatever is meant to be, you can't change it. And to die upon any belief other than this will make you bankrupt on that day. So I hope I explained this to you guys. You know, as a daya, I've been teaching on the internet since 1986. And this is one of the things I've had a hard time getting a lot of my students to comprehend. But I think that my students comprehend it now. Okay, so let's look at the next hadith. The next hadith is from the book Beware. And again, these are also things that we should beware of because they too can destroy our faith, our belief in Allah. And this hadith today speaks about beware of causing others to divorce. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, no woman should ask for the divorce of another woman just so she can marry her man, because you will have nothing but what Allah has written for you. In other words, say for example, I wanted to marry somebody and I already know this brother got another wife. I can't tell him I want you to divorce her and then I'll marry you. I'll marry you if you divorce one of your wives. I'll marry you if you get rid of one of your wives. This is haram. We can't do that. See how Allah sets boundaries and Allah sets rules in place for our betterment. You know, any woman that asks a man to divorce his wife to marry her has the curse of Allah on her. What does that mean? That means your wedding ain't gonna never work out. That marriage will never last. How many of you know women who have done that? I do. How many non-Muslim women have done it? And look where they end up, in divorce court too. You know, so Allah sanctions and unsanctions a lot of things. And this is one thing that we can't do. No woman should ask for the divorce of her sister just to take her place. But she should marry the man, for she will have nothing but what Allah has written for her. So if you want to get married to that brother, polygamy is lawful. Polygamy is good and clean. Okay? Marry him. Don't tell him to divorce his wife so you can take her place. Just marry him, because you ain't going to get but whatever is written for you to get anyway. This is another hadith hitting on the curse of Allah. So from this hadith, we learn that no one can stop goodness or evil from occurring to someone. If Allah has planned for me to be happy, there's nothing you can do to stop it. If Allah has decreed for me to be unhappy, there's nothing you can do to stop it, because that's the qadr of Allah. It was already written. The book has been sealed, the ink dried. Again, when Allah created the soul, my soul, after he ran his hand across the back of Adam, my soul was created. And everything that my soul would do was already written down, because Allah knew it. He knew that he would put me, my soul, in a female baby, a female bald head, red head baby named Layla. And he knew that Layla would choose to get married a couple times in her life. He knew that Layla would make the choices to not stay in those marriages. Okay? There's nothing I could have done to change that, because Allah knew what my choice was before I knew, before I even existed, before he put me in that little bald head, red head baby's body. He knew what choices I would make in life, who I would marry, how long I'd be married, what else I'd do, this, that. He knew. So what's the point in me telling some man to divorce his wife so I can take her place? I may take her place, but I may not be happy, because Allah knew I was going to tell him to do that. And Allah knew that that was something bad to do. Allah don't like ugly consequences. The choices we make bring about consequences. Think about that. Also, we learn that no Muslim should seek to cause another to get divorced for no valid reason. A brother's married to a good sister. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Why are you going to try to have him divorce his wife for no reason, just for one night with you? And again, everything was written over 50,000 years before Allah even created the heavens and the earth. Allah did this. Allah knew what would happen right after he put that soul in Adam's body. Where are the souls? The souls are kept in a place up there in paradise known only by Allah. Only Allah knows how many souls he got in that place. He takes the soul and have the angels blow that soul in the human baby when that baby is a fetus in the mama's womb. Okay? So it's already written. It was written tons of years ago. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Are there any questions or comments? Go ahead. Questions or comments? Okay, if there's no questions, I'm going to close out for tonight. Let me remind everyone that tomorrow we have the Caliphate of Abu Bakr with my cousin Mukhtar. His class is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And then also tomorrow we have my class on Zainab radiallahu anha. I'll be continuing with part 3 of the story of Zainab. We stopped off with her marriage, when her marriage to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how Allah sent down the laws abolishing adoption. Well, after the prophets had his wedding feast, Allah sent down another law, the laws of hijab, because the laws of hijab did not come down until after the Prophet married Zainab. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, the effect it had on the women and all of that. All right. So if there's no questions, and I want to remind everybody, please support this dawah effort. This is the 10th of the month, and we need donations. You guys know, you guys see the videos I'm putting out. I'm using a nice program to make videos, my videos, and that's $60 a month too. It seems like you have to spend money to make money. And so since this website has gone professional now, and we are a nonprofit organization, that means any donations you make, you can write them off at the end of the year. You know, it's almost income tax time. So please support us. You can click on that, what is it? That Q&R code. And then, or you can go to PayPal me/Sunnahfollowers and make a donation so we can cover these expenses. I'm getting ready to check our account now. I just thought about it. I haven't even checked our account in a week. So I'm going to check it. I try not to check it because I don't want to panic and go through anxiety if we ain't got no money in there. So it costs over $2,000 a month with the programs I'm using now, the videos that I'm trying to put out. It's costing over $2,000 a month, plus the streaming service. Please support us, guys. Please support us. And please share our videos. Share my videos. I made some shorts. A lot of you have been asking about the shorts of my classes, my lectures, my answers. Look on my YouTube page under shorts. I made a lot of the last Q&A that I had. I made some shorts of me answering different questions. I'm using a professional program. Those are good shorts. So please share them. Share my videos to everybody on your social media, because not only is it teaching them the basics of Islam, but also advertising the website. And the more people we get to join and participate, inshallah, the more donations we'll get. So we can pay for this website, like these other brothers are paying for their mosques and stuff. This is not a mosque. This is a website. I don't need millions of dollars. All we need is $2,000 a month. So please share me and my shorts and my videos and stuff with the people on your social platforms. Okay, so I'm going to close out for right now. Inshallah, I'll see you guys later. And remember, the Zoom room is open. Feel free to join the Zoom. We be in there acting crazy, but I'll be in there being crazy tonight because I got to finish setting my office up. What you mean? You want to see my office? What the couch I bought? Wait a minute, guys. My one of my friends is here. What? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, the sofa I bought. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me show her right quick, guys. Why you never join the Zoom room? You can't handle my people in Zoom. Latifah's in there. Latifah's in my Zoom room. Okay, hold on.
Right. So what that mean?
She want to see the couch. Hold on. You see it?
Who is she?
She don't want me to say it.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the IR hammers. You see the couch? It says home sweet home. Yeah, that's the one I got from off of Ashley. And wait a minute, look at the pictures I got. Hey, look. Yeah, that's Sammy. Look, see the pictures match it? I'm going to put my curtains up. I had to order curtain rods. You know, I got black curtains to go. Yeah, that's that other lamp over there. Yeah, and I got the desk here. Yeah, it looks nice. See the carpet? It matches. Y'all see that? Yeah. That's Sammy. Yeah, that's the sofa bed. My mother too, Latifah. You see it, Mom? My mother wanted to see it too, y'all. There she go. Yeah, there it is. Can you see it, Mama? Mom, you see it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good enough. She said she saw it. Okay. Excuse me, guys. My mother is in there. And another one of our friends, too. Okay. All right. I got to fit. Yeah, this is the new computer I bought. This camera doesn't go on it well. So excuse me, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, that's the room. Home sweet home for Layla, not Jayla. No Jayla, Layla. Yeah. All right, let me see. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to, my mother. Hold on. Mom, let me see. I can't find you. Let me find you again. Did you see it, Mom? Okay, good. She said she saw it. All right. Yeah, okay, guys. I'm getting ready to close out for tonight. Inshallah, guys, the Zoom room is open. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu